I've ever seen. Congratulations. So I work for Mayan, and my job is to make sure that you guys like it. So if you guys like Mayan, quietly put your thumb up. Awesome, thank you. Yes, so I'm doing my job. I need to take a picture of that for my boss, okay? Awesome. So we are so excited to work with you, and we're in charge of this thing. I'm about to show you something on the screen, hopefully. Okay, can you see the picture of the Byron bear?
Yes.
All right, so on the right-hand side, though, there's this graphic about read to the Final Four. Is that a soccer thing? What sport is that related to? Oh, that's right, it's basketball, yes. And the Final Four is a huge basketball tournament coming to Minneapolis, and it's gonna start in the late March, early April timeframe. And some really cool things are happening up there, and the most important thing is that you guys are reading like crazy. So I want to just thank you again for being such great readers. Now, I have some other information for you, so I just hope that you're ready. There's a big thing coming up too next week. It's a holiday. Is it Easter? So you guys are going to be on break, and I need you guys to keep reading on break too. That's why we're talking today, okay? Because I want you guys to make it into the tournament. Now, so you've met me, and you've met Miss Anna before, and I have another partner that can spin a basketball on his finger. His name is Cordell. And have you seen the video of him spinning the basketball? No. Oh, I'm gonna have to talk to your teacher about that one.
Some
Okay.
of us have seen it.
All right, cool. Well, we'll look in the teacher locker room later. Now, this is called a timeline. And right now, we are at the top where it says reading tip up. And so, starting in November, we were able to start reading and recording things on Mayan because we want you guys to get as many points as possible so you can make it into the actual tournament. So the tournament begins on the 28th of January. So you have until from now until the 27th, which is a Sunday, to keep reading and keep your numbers as high as you can because we need you guys to make it into that tournament. And the top 17 teams from your region will make it in. I have visited with over 40 schools, and there's more than 200 schools participating, and everyone wants to get in the tournament. So I need you guys to be focused and reading over break. No more playing Fortnite. Sorry, that was my fault. So, I want you to notice that when the whole thing begins, the round of 68, that means 17 teams from your region, you guys are in the Great Lakes region, and 17 teams from the other 3 regions are all going to make it into the Final Four, or into the Final Four tournament. And then each week, I have some bad news. Whenever you start a new round, your score goes back to 0.
No!
Yes, because that way it's fair, and you guys can
Level 0, please listen.
I need you guys to really be focused because every Monday from then on, a new round starts. And if you guys make it to the next round, that means you start at 0, but so does everybody else that's ahead of you and behind you. So it's a fair tournament. We're trying to make it so that it's fair, and you guys have every chance to win because I know that with a group of students as motivated as you, that you guys are going to win. Now, I need to do a little bit of math here. Half of the schools make it and half of them don't. So I want you to notice it goes from 68 to 64, but then 64 to 32, 32 to 16, 16 to 8, 8 to 4, and then to 2, and then to 1. And each of those rounds, it's harder because there's less teams that make it, but I want to tell you that there's some cool things. Here's the good news. Every round you make it, you guys will all get some sort of a prize from us.
Listen.
So, If you make it to the round of 68, you get a little prize. 64, you get a prize. 32, you get a prize. 16, you get a prize. Again, small prizes are going to be coming out based on how good you guys are doing in each round. So that's good news, right? Now, do you want to hear what the big prize is? So, after I talk with your principal and your teachers, the big prize if you make it to the Final Four, is that your whole third grade will be paid and bused to come to the Fan Fest, which is a huge winter carnival in Minneapolis. Here is the Great Lakes region as of yesterday. It looks like you guys might be on this list because they're top 17. You guys are number 7. If you look at them, you're going to have competition. But because you guys all go back to 0, you have a great chance to beat St. Mary's and Northern and make it in. I met the kids from Canton, so they're all after you. Now, we do have an individual prize too for the student that finishes first place individually in the reading competition. So, if you guys aren't going to make it into the tournament, we still want you to keep focused on trying to make that big number at the end. We want to have 10 million minutes read. And we also want to give a prize to the top reader in each region. Right now, it looks like the number 1 Great Lakes region student is in this room. Yes. Do you guys know who it is?
He's in the back. I don't know if you can see him.
So it is.
It's Scott.
Stand up.
Yeah, Scotch, can you stand up, honey? I don't even know. Why don't you go up by Mrs. Jones? Yeah, come up by me, sweetie. There's a lot
Hey, Scotch, congratulations, buddy. I have a prize for you. I'm putting in the mail today. Okay, it's going to come to you at school. You're in first place, and you're first place in your region, so I might even find 2 prizes for you. Some of the other schools have done some of these things. Like, I know there's a school down near you guys that made us basketballs made out of cookies made out of basketballs. Yeah, they actually didn't cook them out of basketballs, they just shaped like basketballs. And then we have a school in Burnsville that made their own video about how they're going to do. So if you know who Ron Elementary is, it's a good one to Google and teach. And show them. It's really a cool video they made. And the NCAA already responded and made a video for them because they made a video. So it's really neat to see that happen. And then we've had some athletes from the colleges around the state come out and read. So in February, we want to come read with you guys. Does that work?
Yeah.
All right. We'll come be your guest readers during, I think it's National Reading Month, right?
Yeah.
So it's time for a little bit of math. I know this is all about reading, but I have to do some math with you guys. Now, this chart is called a pie chart.
Voices are off, please.
So this chart is called a pie chart. And I want you guys to notice 71% of the reading that's happening in your schools, in your school, is happening in the daytime between 8 o'clock and 3 o'clock. So quietly, everyone look at your teachers and say thank you. to give you that kind of time. Now, 21% of reading is happening in the evening. That's after 3. 6% is happening on the weekends, and 2% is happening in the morning. Now, the secret to your success, to making it to the next round and maybe even to the Final Four, is to work on those 3 colors, green, black, and blue, because that's where you have complete control. You can do more reading in the morning, more reading on the weekends, and more reading at night. You're going to make it really far. So I'm going to check this in 2 weeks, and I'm going to see that 21, it's going to be 25. That 6 is going to be a 10, and that 2 is going to be a 5, right?
Yeah.
Right, that's how we do it. You guys are doing great, but I think you can do just a little bit better. Now, have you guys seen these books before? That's pretty awesome. So I think if you guys wouldn't mind, I'd like to look at this another week and see maybe some pictures of Santa Claus and maybe some elves, okay?
Okay.
All right, but scary and gross is our favorite category across the state.
Yeah.
And now, your favorite word in the whole world is homework. I want you guys to, when it's convenient for your teachers, if you could actually give your teachers your favorite book or series in Mayan and ask them to email it to me, I'm going to do something special for you guys inside of Mayan. Okay? Number 2, I need you guys to send me some pictures. So we want to see you guys reading. We want to see pictures of you guys having a good time together reading. So if there's a chance you guys can take those pictures and you can post them to Twitter, we'll get them. And number 3, your biggest assignment is to move up to what? I think you can do 5. So if you don't mind, if you guys raise your hand, I'll answer 5 questions.
Okay. I think I would pick friends who are on their pockets and who aren't waving around. Okay.
I'm ready.
Kennedy, what's your question?
How many schools are participating?
How many schools? 264.
Wow.
Yeah, and we've had a bunch of others try to get in, but you guys, we can't let them in officially. So 264. Good question.
So if you would get to the top 1, does like the whole school get the prize?
Does the whole school get the prize if we are number 1?
That's a different prize.
Okay.
I don't know what that one officially is, but it's cool.
Okay. He doesn't know, but it's cool. Okay. Let me.
How many minutes have been read overall on the whole thing?
The total number of minutes?
Yeah.
We're up over 1 million minutes.
Oh.
Okay. Wiley, what's your question?
How long has Mayan been around?
How long has Mayan been around?
2010.
Oh, I can't hear the question. Yeah, what's your question?
How many minutes has Byron read? Like all the schools.
I heard how many minutes, that's all I
How many
heard.
minutes has Byron read total?
Oh, well, I think we had that up there, didn't we?
Yeah, he did.
It was like
I think it was like 26,000.
Yeah, that's pretty sure. She's thinking around 26,000. Okay, I'm gonna do one more. Okay, I need one more. What's your question?
Can you add more cat books?
Oh, can you add more cat books?
I get this request every once in a while, and if you know a good publisher or a good book about cats, tell your teacher and I'll see if I can get it.
Oh,